What you're seeing here is the result of a groundbreaking effort to map the floor of the Gulf of Mexico. It's a 1.4 billion pixel bathymetry map.
Bathymetry is like a topographic map underneath the ocean.
Geophysicist Bill Shedd and geologist Cody Kramer say this grew out of an effort to assess damage from the Macondo Deepwater Horizon oil spill in 2010.
Cody was on the cruise where we found the first dead corals that were killed by the Macondo oil.
The research crews sent an underwater robot to the seafloor that captured images like this of dead and dying corals due to the Macondo well blowout. Shedd has been studying deep-sea oil and gas seeps for close to 20 years. Normally, he says, places where oil and gas bubble from the seafloor like this are full of life.
You get to an oil and gas seep site and it becomes an oasis of life with corals, deep-water corals, chemosynthetic organisms that consume hydrocarbon.
But too much oil kills them. National Resource Damage Assessment biologists from NOAA asked this team to build a high-resolution map around the Macondo blowout to help estimate where other colonies of corals might be located. Several months later, when that was finished, they decided to map much more of the Gulf using 3D seismic surveys that oil companies made with permission of the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management.
They're using air guns to shoot sound waves into the seafloor and into the deep geology to image the deep geology and search for energy resources.
Kramer says each seismic survey is like a postage stamp of the Gulf. He says he took 200 of the largest and best quality surveys. Then, with the most powerful computer in the building, he says,
I just went and stitched them together across the entire Gulf of Mexico, going from east to west. And you make it a map bigger and bigger and bigger with this methodology that I developed.
The result is a giant leap forward in resolution and detail from the map that NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, has been using since the 1990s.
This is NOAA down here.
Shedd offers an analogy.
The original map that NOAA was using could find, a city, but now we're starting to find the trees.
And this new map, covering an area 700 miles wide and 200 miles north to south, reveals features never fully recognized before.
Brand new salt domes that have never been seen, brand new seafloor mounds, mud volcanoes, a few small canyons.
And check this out. They also found a meandering channel almost 2 miles below sea level, essentially a river under the sea, on the same scale as the Mississippi River.
The Mississippi is water under air. This is a higher density current of sediment and water under the ocean.
These are very large salt domes here, and these are all active with oil and gas. And that's what oil and gas companies are searching for. So they're poking the holes around these and on the tops of them looking for oil and gas.
The map, exaggerated here 5 times to show greater detail, also reveals potential hazards, places where currents are too strong or where the seafloor is too unstable.
You don't want to put a rig down there. You don't want to put a pipeline down there.
The work by these 2 local scientists here at the U.S. Bureau of Ocean Energy Management in Elmwood is winning raves from the scientific community and from the oil and gas industry. Their map giving industry much better guidance for finding oil and gas in the Gulf and for avoiding accidents. Dennis Woltering, Eyewitness News.